Interesting, this comes up. This past Monday night, I sponsored a resolution to allow the Cranston Thunderbolt Band to solicit sponsorships for the trailer that they use to go to competitions. So I will say yes, but with a caveat. I believe that we should be able to solicit sponsors for certain things. The resolution that I sponsored this past Monday was for an extracurricular event, and this event is most beneficial to our students. But the school department and the city just do not have the resources to keep this trailer up to snuff. We need to look to the public to help us in certain things like that. I am not in favor of bringing sponsorships to put posters and huge things on our buses or in our schools, but I am for certain independent projects.
Sarah?
I think this is an issue that you need to look at probably at a case-by-case basis. I agree with the previous comment that suggested that some projects need maybe more scrutiny than other projects if you're dealing with funding that comes from the community at large. But I guess I would just point to a question really, which is why would a particular trailer not be funded, yet other things would be funded? So I guess that sort of leads me back to a greater concern of mine, which is not only fully funding the public schools, but also making sure there are ample resources to keep our kids engaged in school for arts, for music, for athletics, for the many extracurriculars which keep our children's attention during the school day.
Paul?
Well, if you don't want the tax burden to be entirely on the property owner, I would be in favor of it. Corporations getting involved. When I was on the school committee, I put a resolution in to allow advertisement on our school buses. I learned that the state of Rhode Island wouldn't allow anything on the outside of the bus because a certain color, yellow, and had to be certain standards. However, I changed the inside of the buses if we could put some type of logo on the back of the seats so the kids would see. But, you know, that was a few years ago, didn't go anywhere, but I would be in favor of getting corporations involved. Thank you.
Michael?
I agree in the point where I think we need to look at why we'd be asking for sponsorships. I think as long as there's not a real conflict of interest in terms of what type of project or program or future contract, that's one thing I would look at and be supportive of. I also think it could be a great opportunity to bring the business community into the schools and to create a better connection between some of our small businesses here in Rhode Island, specifically in Cranston, and the people who work there, and kind of show them our schools, get them involved, and bring in a new perspective that we may be able to use in some types of programs.
Thank you. Anyone want to comment?
Yes.
Who?
I don't see a downside to getting corporate vendors to donate to the Cranston School Department. And to give you an idea, when we were renovating the Cranston West Auditorium, we had several vendors to contribute to the seats and the renovation of that auditorium. When it came to the buddy bench that Dominic Fusco sponsored at Gladstone, we received contributions from private donors there as well. And when we hit a rough time with school sports was eliminated, the Labor's Union came forth and donated $80,000 for 2 consecutive years to sponsor the middle school sports. And as far as the charter school is concerned, we received over $300,000 in corporate sponsors to basically help that school along as well.